Hey everybody, the Reeswarrel here, and welcome back to more of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Alright, we're continuing where I awkwardly left off. I'm also going to see if I can not turn this down. For once. And just see if it, bleeds over into my microphone track. I'm hoping it doesn't, but we'll see. Holy fuck, that's so loud. Wait. There you go. I'll see. It might be alright, but yeah, as I said, we'll see. Right, so this should be the final trial day. Wait, it's the trial latter, so there's only one thing we can do. Oh god. Stuff isn't lined up correctly. What a pain in the arse. Alright, everything okay? Think so. Either way, court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? Oh, I know. Hair forehead. Okay. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent. Woohoo! Oh, and also one thing, it's slightly, well no, it's very unrelated, but even still, this was going to be Shards of Darkness, so Sticks Shards of Darkness, but I decided to update my Windows, which, you know, is usually a bad idea given the fact it decides to delete shit without my permission, which is bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, I decided to update, which took a long time. It took about an hour, which is why I decided to go with Apollo Justice, because I know this won't be a long session. But the cool thing is, I'm actually glad I updated, because Windows Explorer now finally has a dark theme, which looks incredible. Anyway, with that out of the way, name and occupation, please. Darian Crescent, Detective Criminal Affairs Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Governors. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. Heh, so much for old friends. Oh dear. I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial. Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lammy's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it. Holy shit. I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Ha! Wow, what a burn. Conventional methods are out of the window, huh? Here goes nothing. So, Darian's rebuttal. Wait, why is testimony there? Isn't it usually— oh, never mind. I now know why it's there, because of the save button. I thought it was in the top left. I have been playing the Great Ace Attorney, so I might be getting them mixed up. So the diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. Actually, no, they took place when we were— during the second set, so, you know. So you claim Lammy's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong, I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. She's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Darian. Look, all I'm saying is, you got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Skye? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. You didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. Can't do this without Lammy's testimony alone. We'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. It was during the second set. I thought we'd already established that. Had we not? So Darian's rebuttal. Also, that was one thing I never looked at. What did Phoenix give us? Burnt fragments. From what? I found at the crime scene burnt gunpowder residue, possibly a firecracker. We're gonna say I highly doubt there's anything of worth. So, you think this was some kind of firecracker? Yeah, one of those noisemakers, like you shoot off on New Year's. Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing. Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. Oh my. Okay, time to press. Yeah, hold it, you bitch. You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied? No, I'm just saying, Apollo, glare back at him. I couldn't help it, I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent. Yeah, what do you want? Nothing. Apollo, chin up, back straight, you're wilting. This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. She never even heard my voice. You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Ugh. As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lammy's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need... pardon me, and I need proof. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. So, we know she missed the words, the mixing board proved that, or proved it. Oh yeah? There was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So, she just flubbed it up, big time. That's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid, and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her. If she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Darian, watch what you say. Lemmy is an artist. She just flubbed it up? That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. Huh, she got to you alright. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious. It's way over my head. I'm detecting a rift in the Governor's ranks. Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Wait a minute. I think I understand why I got these. Firecracker. If they were set off during the third act, they would be... well, it'd sound like a gunshot, would it not? Yeah, gotcha! Music stopped. I win! Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? The first was this, small device. That's the remote trigger, or triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing. What are those? The remains of something burned? Not the guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. Eh? How did Gavin know about this? What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning, before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. Ooh. My god, Darian's not even that tall. Ew. Oh, his hair's jiggling about. I don't like it. You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So, you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when two witnesses came walking by? Huh. That's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then? If a firecracker goes off in the forest, and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man? Oof. How do I explain this? You may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. You may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset. The kind all the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on? Oh, so they could monitor if there was someone near. Oh! And then when they had somebody near, they could press the button, detonate the firecracker, boom. And then someone would think a gunshot went off. Okay. You could hear what was going on in that hallway. Even if you were out on stage. There we go. Interesting. Oh, you don't look so jockey now. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I have a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake, we can't say. Yeah. You phrased the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second act? Yeah, I think. You'd better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through. It can be proven. You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you. No. Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony, if you would. This isn't going to be easy. I need some decisive proof, and fast. You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. It seems there was a clear proof left behind. She flubbed her notes. She didn't say, I can't remember what it was. Was it pleasure? Or something else? I think so. So it seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lammy's song. Her song? What exactly is this, device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Come on, we just use this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? Remove the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lammy's voice included. Ho-ho, but what does this prove? According to Lammy's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Oh no. His hair went limp. That has got to be... I don't know. Why did they make someone have, like, penis hair? It's even got a white tip, which is just gross. Ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lammy's headset would have picked up what she heard all the time. Then let's get to analysing that recording. Right now. So, Lammy stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. It was the first part of it, was it not? Okay. So, turn everything but her. There! Oh my god, that is decisive. Jesus. How do I locate? I found it. Oh man. Yeah. I kinda just want to hear it from here. Yeah, because with everything else it kind of, like, drowns it out. Oh my. By the way, it's the first part and boom. Oh, that's... I was about to say, how am I presenting this? So... Was it... Hang on. It was right at the end. I mean, you can actually hear the drop off at the tail end of it. What? God, this is a pain in the ass. There we go. Boom. I guess. The second segment. Boom. Fuck knows if that's right. Sheesh. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lemmy's vocals. No. I think I might... Did I get it right? There. Ho ho! Okay, cool. That did not completely screw me. I did hear something faintly there, yes! Why, it sounded like a gunshot. What? Ew. Ah! That is definitely a penis. Okay, what anybody says. This has to be some kind of mistake. I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set. Which means Lemmy's testimony was true. Bruh. Order. So, she was telling the truth about what she heard. It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouze. Well, what did he say? It's over, press the switch, now. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught fire. Or caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lammy was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then as she passed over the dressing room... Kaboom! The gun fired again, and Mr. Latouze's life was taken. Actually no, because he wasn't dead at that moment. He was dying, but he wasn't dead. Well, Detective Crescent? Oh, what do you know? His hair's gone limp, which means he's guilty. I still don't understand the penis hair. It's weird. Once again, I am reminded of something. Our performance that day. Oh. How, what's his face screwed up? Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Hair Forehead. Yes, he screwed up. What is it? What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which part is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Latouse's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned... Oh. That's... Okay, so it's because of an arm injury. Even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder, if you're an amateur. Wait. You mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? Huh, you're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescent? I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast, also the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouse, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Oop. Boom. Oh. Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent. What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey you, attorney. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything, and you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defence's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Yes, just make up a bunch more lies. Go on, do it. Proof of innocence. So, come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive. Oh, I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to the country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Miss Latouse had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouse was... Oh right, sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? A not very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. Wow. That's cold, dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was. What if it was... money? Or more as like, I don't know. I would assume it, like, money is a motivator. That's what I would say. That is my reason. Money. Your Honor, take a look at this. What's that? Looks like candy. It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescent, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one of that colour. It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche. Does it? It does. Wait. I mean, I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of? Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. A curative? For what? Apparently it is most... Is it efficacious? At treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. Oh. What? There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware. Intriguing. All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol? Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. Ooh. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That's what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was going to sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Oh. Perhaps it's time for another testimony. About this smuggling of cocoons business. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs. I know the deal. Okay. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover. You could think up the craziest things, but no way am I going to risk my life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organisation would be risky. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Yeah! Okay. Yeah, they got a memo about those cocoons. That memo. That's how you knew about the cocoons. Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoons to plan this. Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'd never heard of them. Well, Lammy knew about them, though not their use. My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all. Then, I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all. You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. Well, that includes everyone in International Affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah. Okay. So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche. All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to that conclusion. Or came to the conclusion that... Too dangerous. Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. Cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. But what if... Wait, where is it? Is it this one? No. Incurators! Yeah, the Chief of Justice. Or Chief Justice's son. I mean, they could have struck a, like, backroom deal. That's all I could think. But that would be motive to kill someone. I wouldn't have thought. That's what I'm going with. You made a deal. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone... like this? That article. That's about the Chief Justice. Well, the Chief Justices. A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon. But so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis. The most clever disease name ever. Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying... Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You are saying... The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. Not even to save his own son's life. But even if the deal went through... Why, it'd be an international scandal. That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let slaves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well... Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching us. Borginian Customs barely sleeps, so they're worried about... Oh, they're so worried about the cocoons getting out. So we were informed. So let's continue with the cross-examination. Virginian Customs are very thorough, everything, and everyone gets checked. Okay. Just how strict is this customs check? Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Yes. Would be hard to distinguish them. That's right. Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he? I remember setting off the metal detector several times. Had to practically strip naked to walk through. Here's a travel tip for you. Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glimmerous fop. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot, and then sentenced to death. How nice. That's pretty extreme. Virginia has this rep as an idyllic laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country, so this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. That's the situation. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know. I mean, if they check... Would they check everything? Oh... It could be hidden in here. They wouldn't check inside of a guitar. I don't think. Actually, there is one way. What? One way to get something out of the country. No checks. What is it? You become a prosecutor. A prosecutor?